This week's episode is brought to you by erectile dysfunction. And if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, guess what? Listen to this podcast. That's all you gotta do. Once you listen to this podcast, you won't be struggling with erectile dysfunction anymore. Because this podcast that I created cures everything. Nah, I don't know why I started off that way. What's up? What's up, dudes and girls? Women and guys. I just drive around a lot for my work, and I see so many damn billboards and hear so many ads on the damn radio for erectile dysfunction. Just was on my mind. This doesn't cure any of that. If you are struggling with that, you might want to see a doctor. You might want to go see a doctor. I don't know. I don't struggle with that. And seeing all those things kind of makes me curious if one day I'm going to struggle with that. I doubt I will, because I'm healthy. I'm a healthy guy. And I don't think I would ever struggle with something like that. But anyways, this is episode 3 of Ramblin' Rants, and I'm glad that, so far it's been successful, and I've had a lot of people give me great feedback. And I think the last episode was my best one yet, and you know what that means? Like what I said in the first episode, they're getting better. It's like wine, getting better with age. I don't know why I say it like that, but it's all getting better with age. Crazy, it's been a new week already. This week has been very tiring for me. I didn't feel like I got a weekend. I felt like I've got no days off. And I know people say that, no days off, because they're in the gym every day or whatever. But you know what? It's good to just have a day off. And this weekend, I moved into my new place, and it's going very well. But, I woke up early Saturday and Sunday to move, and the Monday rolled around, and I just didn't feel like I got any sleep. So today, I've been very tired, and I still got one more day. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, but it's Friday, and I'm happy for that, and I'm releasing a new episode of Ramblin' Rants by Blaize, and what else could be better? That all makes me happy. But yeah, finally moved into my new place, and the funny thing about moving into my new place is the same weekend, my sister actually moved into the same apartment complex. Not the same apartment building or same apartment, but she's in the same complex as I am. And I found out that I'm being outed out, because she got her whole month of rent for free. She didn't have to pay her first month of rent. And they're giving her a gift. What? A gift. They're giving her a move-in gift, which I can't remember what it was, but like she can get an Apple TV or Beats by headphones. I'm not sure. I know it's Apple TV and like headphones. But you know what I got? Nothing. I had to pay for my first month to move in, and I got no gift. What the fuck? Same apartment complex, same move-in time, literally same move-in time, and she gets that, and I get nothing? Whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But it just shows me that if, I was a chick with hair and some other things, I could probably get some stuff in life a lot easier. But because I'm a typical white male, I have to pay for it. Anyways, moving. I don't give a fuck, like I said. But moving in, dude. It's been nice. I set my bedroom up to be my studio because I don't need no sleep. I set my whole bedroom up. I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment because it's a smart home, so it's nice, but it's only 1 bedroom. And I set my room up to be a studio. I'll fucking sleep in the closet standing up. I don't care. I'd rather... I live to create, man. That's what I do. If I ain't creating stuff, I'm going crazy. If I ain't creating stuff, there's something wrong. So, yeah, set my room up, but when I was unpacking, dude, and just know I've had people tell me that there's going to be females saying, hey, why are you calling everyone dude? That's just, you can't be saying that. I call everyone dudes. So if you're a girl, I call you dude. If you know me in person, you know I say dude to everyone. Dude is vice versa for me. Man or girl. If you get offended by it, shit, sorry. Figure it out, I guess, on your own. But what kind of boring person do you have to be to say, oh, you can't be calling everyone dudes? What do you want me to say? Dudes and chicks. After everything I say, dudes and chicks. I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, moving into my new place, you go through all your stuff and unpack it, and I found, it was kind of funny, I found an old notebook that I did I had an English class in high school, my senior year, and he made me, the English teacher was awesome. Buff dude, still remember his name. I actually talked to him a couple years ago. He made us write an essay about what we were going to do after high school and all this stuff, and I found that notebook that I actually wrote out the rough draft for, that for some reason I kept. So when I was going through the notebook to see if I wanted to keep it or not, I did keep it. But I found out, the essay I wrote, which was about me moving to Hollywood and pursuing a acting career. Yeah. And it's so crazy to read back on what I was thinking back then, because it has a similar thing to what I think about these days, but back then, I still want to be an actor, and I'm gonna do it one day. I just gotta, it's not as easy as everyone makes it look to be. You just gotta pound your way in. But I talked about, moving to Hollywood or New York and trying to get the acting career started. And it was pretty funny reading that. And then brought back memories of when I did pursue that for a little bit. When I graduated, 2 weeks after I graduated, I moved to Hollywood. I think I saved up maybe $1,500 from working after school. And back then I was like, yeah, because I was never a rich kid growing up. So back then I was like, yeah, $1,500. That's enough to make it. That should be enough. So that's what I moved on. Drove up there by myself. Didn't have a job lined out. Didn't have a place lined out. Nothing. I was like, I can make it off $1,500. And I think the hotel I stayed in for a couple days was like $130. So that was draining me. And then it was cool though, because I stayed in Hollywood for the first few days, and I remember walking down, seeing all the stars, and just by myself, just cruising. And it was I remember I was like, okay, I need to find a place. So I was looking on the walls and stuff, and they had things posted. And I remember finding a couple people that were saying places for rent for cheap. So I was grabbing those, taking them all off, and I was like, okay, I'll call these later. And that weekend, the Green Lantern shitty movie, I think. But that movie came out that weekend, and I remember all the stuff going on around Hollywood. I seen, a fake Michael Jackson. I met some rapper dude who, it was kind of funny. His name was 50 Cents. Not 50 Cent. 50 Cents. And he gave me his demo. And also told me he could get me some weed. So I was like, hell yeah. So I listened to his CD. It was actually pretty good. It wasn't bad. And but anyways, met some interesting people, and then like a few days later, one of my best friends, who's still my best friend from high school today, we still talk and stuff. And actually, I rap battled him on Instagram today. I'm not no good at rapping, but I'll fucking battle anyone. I don't give a shit. Maybe one day I'll fucking win. But he moved out, and which was nice because like after my money was running tight, we ended up going and staying in his family's place for like, I don't know, a month. But it was the whole Hollywood thing, man. Didn't work out how I wanted. But I'm getting back. I understand what I need to do now, and I'm getting back to it. And one day I'm going to be in movies. I don't give a shit what movies they are. I'll be in comedies. I'll be in fucking horror movies. I'll be in anything. And I want to shout out Oz Morris for helping me move. One thing about me is I hate asking for help on anything. I don't. Even if I need help, I won't ask for it, usually, because I don't know. I just don't want to be that guy who asks for anything. You know what I mean? But Oz, he messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, do you need help moving into your new place? And I said, yeah, actually, that'd be great. And then, like, called him, and I was like, never mind, dude. Like, because he lives kind of far away. And I was like, don't worry about it. He's like, no, man, I'm headed your way right now. Don't worry about it. I want to help you move and see your new place. So I was like, all right. And it was awesome because my other family members were helping my sister move in, and I was kind of doing everything alone, which it's not their fault. I chose to do everything alone, but yeah, shout out to him for helping me move, and it paid off for me, and just want to say a big thank you to him. But last Thursday, man, the gyms reopened, and strangely enough, I have not been in one. They keep sending me damn emails about wanting to update the rules and stuff, and this last one they sent me said that instead of the 6 feet rule, you gotta stay 10 feet away from everyone, and if you're not working out, you gotta wear a face mask. What you doing in a gym if you're not working out? Who's in a gym not working out wearing a face mask? That's just stupid. What, if you're in the sauna, you gotta wear a face mask? That's dumb. You running on the treadmill? Well, that's working out, but when are you not going to be wearing a face mask if you're not working out? That just made no sense to me. And that just made me think, okay, I'm gonna wait a little longer for all this stuff to blow over, because I'm not going to go in the gym and make sure I'm 10 feet away from everyone, because your boy lifts a lot of weight. I'm sure I still do, because I've still been working out during this time at home. But I lift a lot of weight, and sometimes, just sometimes, I need a spotter. I like to test myself. And how the hell are you going to spot someone from 10 feet away? Yeah, you ain't. So, plus when I'm at the gym, I got my headphones on, and I'm in my game mode, and thinking about all those rules will just take me out of my game mode, and I'm not for that. So I'll just stay working out at home, and hopefully this thing passes over soon, because otherwise, I don't know if I'll go to the gym unless they kind of cut back on the rules, because to me it just seems frustrating. And like, one thing that kind of I was thinking about today is, girls typically sometimes wear makeup at the gym or just in public general, and they got to wear it because I've been shopping a lot during the move-in and stuff. I've been seeing a lot of girls with the face mask on, and it made me think, I'm like, I wonder if they're still wearing like a lot of makeup around their mouth, because if it's basically summertime and you're sweating and you got the face mask on, that has to suck. Because I started thinking about makeup hard, because I remember one time it was like a few months ago, I was doing a comedy thing and was hanging out, and this one girl came up to me, gave me a hug, and didn't think anything of it, gave me a hug. I said, "What's up?" And later that night I got home, and I remember I was wearing a nice shirt, because I always wear nice shirts, especially if I'm doing comedy. I always look good. But that night I remember getting home, and I looked over at my shoulder, and I was like, oh fuck, where'd I rub up on some dirt at? I don't remember rubbing on any dirt or fucking going on walls or anything. What the fuck did the dirt thing come from? And then I was like, oh, that's not dirt on your shoulder. Remember when that girl hugged you and she put her face on your shoulder? Oh, that's her fucking face. That's her fucking makeup from her face on my shoulder. And that's when I'm like, damn, I didn't even notice that she was wearing that much makeup. And then I had fucking an inch of it on my shoulder. Isn't that crazy? I'm a guy, but I would never wear makeup, because why? It just seems like it's like a cover-up. Obviously, that's why they called it a cover-up, but I don't know, man. It's all weird to me, and hopefully hopefully everything just gets back to normal, and hopefully they get a vaccine out, because even shit that's opening, like the gym, just fucking sucks. Wiseguys Comedy Club is awesome, and they're doing a great job at keeping their CDC rules and trying to keep the business going. And it's awesome because people like me are able to go do stand-up again. I didn't go this week. I've been busy moving in, and really just been working and moving in. But next week I'm going to hit it hard. But, it's good that they're doing it. Gyms, I get, some people don't have the opportunity to work out at home. So this is the first time in, 2 months that they've been able to work out. So I get it. If you want to deal with it, deal with it. But I'll deal with everything at Wiseguys, but I'm not going to deal with everything at the gym. That's just not worth it to me. Plus, you have to schedule appointments. Sometimes I don't even know when I'm going to go to the gym. Sometimes I just randomly go. And I know every day I'm going to go, but I don't know exactly what time. So that kind of led me off. But I do want to shout out Bryce Prescott again for definitely helping me with my sound on this podcast. I think it sounds amazing, and everyone else keeps saying that sounds amazing. So definitely he's the one that helped me set it up, and check him out, Bryce Prescott. He actually does podcasting, like helping people set up podcasting for a living, and he's really good at it. And hit him up if you're looking to do a podcast, because he'll give you the tips you need that he gave me. And what's cool is, I was thinking about this, Bryce Prescott, is one of my good friends, comedian, and does the podcasting thing. The place in Arizona I grew up in was right next to a town called Prescott. And then my favorite football team, the Cowboys, their quarterback is named Dak Prescott. Got a lot of fucking Prescotts in my life. And I don't know if Cowboys are going to keep Dak Prescott this year, but we'll see. We'll see if they're going to keep him. Fucking, even if football's going to go, we'll see if football's going to go. Hopefully it does, because then I know baseball and basketball have been canceled, but if fucking football gets canceled, I don't know. This whole fucking thing's crazy. Watched some Netflix specials, and one of the Netflix specials I watched was Pete Davidson. I love Pete Davidson. He is a young comic like me, and is just a funny dude. And I actually saw him live when he came to Wiseguys, and that was a really good show. When I was outside of Wiseguys waiting to go in, he I think he was already there, but MGK actually showed up to that comedy show. And it's so funny because I kind of listened to MGK, and this is when all that feud was going on between MGK and Eminem. And I'm a big fan of Eminem, and I'm a fan of MGK. I'm a fan of both their musics. And I remember, like, I think Eminem dropped a Black Friday hat that I ordered, which was, his Kamikaze album that came out that year, which was last year. I don't know why I'm saying that year. It was last year. And that's one of the songs on that album was a song that Eminem, what was it? You're Not Me, or I can't remember what the name of the song was. But it was a song that he basically called out MGK, that made MGK do the diss song towards Eminem. And anyways, I had the hat on when I went to go see Pete Davidson. Had no clue MGK was going to be there. And apparently MGK and Pete Davidson were in town promoting a show that they had going on, or a movie that they had going on, which I'm not sure what movie it was. But anyways, MGK walked right past me, and I remember seeing him, and I was like, I think that was MGK. Like, he had maybe two people with him, and it wasn't like a big celebrity that they made a scene, because he was very, very secretive about, what he was doing, and just walked right past me, went into this place called California Pizza, and I was like, I know that was MGK, because I remembered his earring. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go say what's up. So I went into the pizza place and saw MGK, and it was just me and him, no one around, and he walked right by me, and I was like, what's up, man? Didn't say I was a huge fan, didn't say anything. I just looked at him and said, what's up, man? And he kind of looked at me and said, what's up? And gave me like a really dirty look. And I remember him looking up. And I was like, what the fuck is his problem? He fucking is just a dick in real life. But I forgot I was wearing the Eminem hat that he got dissed on with the album Kamikaze. And I was like, oh, he probably thinks that I hate him and I'm just a stan, which I am. I'm a total stan. But also MGK fan. I love both their diss songs to each other. I thought that was fun. And even my stepmom, she gets into that stuff, which was pretty funny. But yeah, so saw Pete Davidson, and it was so weird because in Utah you can't smoke in buildings, and Pete Davidson actually went up on stage with the cigarette, and like, where I was sitting, I could smell his cigarette. And I was like, damn, he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. And I want to get to that level, man, where I can just go up on stage and do whatever the fuck I want. Pretty sure all of them are fucking stoned, because they all had red eyes. I had people from the club tell me that MGK was in the back, smoking weed with all of them. which that's cool. I don't give a fuck. I know or Pete Davidson talks about Louis C.K. because Pete Davidson does Saturday Night Live. He talks about Louis C.K. having a huge problem with people that smoke weed, and Pete Davidson talks about it in his new Netflix special that when he was smoking weed in his office or whatever it was, Louis C.K. smelt it and said, fucking called him out in front of everyone, and then ratted him out to the fucking owner of SNL and said, hey, Pete Davidson has a weed problem, and we wanted to get him fired. That just made me lose all respect for Louis C.K. Like, I have friends in my comedy group that love Louis C.K. But after that, I'm like, what the fuck, man? He's not doing anything to you. He's smoking weed, he's not doing meth, he's not doing heroin. He's fucking smoking weed in California where it's fucking legal. Well, that's the thing about me that I don't get about other people is do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. If I don't drink, if I don't smoke weed, and you do, guess what? It's not going to make me judge you, because I don't judge people based off what they do to themselves. That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. Have fun. I'll hang out with you regardless. The only time I judge people is how they treat other people. Because if you treat me like shit, I'm going to be like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit. Then I'll judge you. But if you treat me nice and you're fucking doing your thing, whatever, man. That's on you. That's not on me. But have fun. That's all life's about. It's having fun, and everyone has their kicks. Like me, in my whole comedy group, I think me and Bryce are the only ones that like really hit the gym hard, and we have different aspects about the gym. But it doesn't mean that like I'm gonna judge you if you don't go to the gym, or if you don't look fucking like a frat boy, because I personally just go to the gym to help with my fucking mental health. That's it. And obviously the results pay off, but I go in there just to feel better, emotionally and physically. Because when I don't work out, I feel somewhat like shit for some reason. I don't know why, but every time I go in there, walk out, or do a workout and, come off, I just feel better. So for Louis C.K. shouting out, because apparently he shouted out in front of the whole office that Pete Davidson is fucking ruining his life for smoking weed. That's just fucking nuts. Like, fuck Louis C.K. I'm saying it. Fuck him. Didn't really watch his stand-up anyways. But there's so many comics that you hear about what they're really like in person, and it just makes me not like them. Because eventually, I plan to personally know all these comics, and I want to know which ones I should know. See, I like to scout fucking people out, and I like to know which ones I should be friends with and which ones I should watch out for. And that's what I do with everything. That's what I do it with even family members. Because guess what? Not all family members are there to help you. Some of them just want to take you down to their level. And I'm not saying that about my family. A lot of my family is great. I love a lot of them. But I'm just saying that I've heard stories of some people that, their parents or their aunts and uncles didn't want the best for them. And that's a shitty situation, but it's the truth. And you just gotta know how to scout it out and keep your distance from those people. Sometimes cut them out of your life. That's usually, if you don't have the respect I love and I like, or if you come off fake to me, I just won't talk to you. That's what I do. I just won't talk to you. That's it. It's that simple. Because why put that negativity in your life? Why? You don't need it. But I think I know the movie now that Pete Davidson and MGK were doing. And I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think they were here promoting The Dirt, which is a show with it's basically the backstory of Motley Crue, which I watched it, and it's a good show. I mean, it's a good movie. It doesn't really show the things that I love when I watch like music or comedy, if it's a movie or a documentary, is I like seeing the writing process, like what was going through their heads when they made a song, or usually with comedy it's pretty self-explanatory, because with comedy a special is basically documenting a comedian's life, right, at that moment. But music, sometimes it doesn't really document the life or the lifestyle. Well, it does document the lifestyle, but you just kind of want to know, how'd you come up with the lyrics? Like the song Motley Crue did, Kickstart My Heart. I've always been a fan of Motley Crue. And this Gray Sorensen, he fucking hates Motley Crue. So I think I did on the podcast with me, Bryce, and Gray, I did karaoke to Motley Crue just to fucking irritate him. But on like Kickstart My Heart, I found out that it's like basically doing, cocaine and all that stuff. And I found out Nikki Sixx, the bass player, was the one who wrote a lot of the songs. And Vince Neil, the lead singer, just did what he was basically hired to do and sang. But the movie didn't show anything about how they came up with the songs or how they created the music. All it was is them just partying, which is fine. That definitely needs to be in there. But it didn't. I like to learn stuff when I watch something. If I'm not learning when I'm watching something, fucking why? Why am I watching this? So, anyways, fucking, it was a good movie if you're into watching party movies, but it basically for the band, I mean, it gets into it towards the end with some of their issues, but it doesn't. The thing that I wish it had more in was the writing process. That's it. If it had the writing process in the movie, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me. So right now it's like a 6 out of 10. But anyways, I'm going to cut this podcast short because your guy's moving and I still got stuff to try to set up, and I'm running on a short time limit. So if you want to follow me on social media, be sure to check me out on Facebook or Twitter and Instagram, all Blaize Sanchez. And you can follow me every day. I post stuff almost every day on there. So be sure to check me out. And thank you for listening to Rambling Rants.